All right, we're looking at the daily chart here for oil. This is exactly yesterday's move. Actually, the market did 107 and 107 plus. We are now confirmed that the correction is over because we have a bounce and we are above overbought levels on the daily chart, right? And we do realize, of course, we have been doing this label several times, that we did an internal wave 3 into that high degree wave 3, right? We are expecting that we're going to be doing an internal wave 5 in green here, showing into that high degree wave 3. The fundamentals actually point to the possibility of this happening because of the energy crisis that's expected to break out in Europe once Russia decides to actually stop supplying Europe with natural gas, at least. Again, the foreign ministers of the EU and finance minister today announced that they are going to be impacting, or they're going to be placing an embargo on Russian oil. He expects it to be materialized in the next coming few weeks. This is his actual statement. So let's revise that again. This is the French finance minister stated that there is a ban on Russian oil that's expected to be finalized over the coming few weeks. So if this is really going to impact the market should start to respond now, meaning you should see a rise in prices before the next few weeks, because there's going to be a ban over the coming next few weeks. We do remember the correction has been an A and a B and a C. See here, that is finished. This is now a growth wave. This is what we will be segregating and buying into as we move forward into the shorter term charts. So whatever you see next on the shorter term charts, so 4 hours and 1 hour, is really a segregation of that move. You find that that move has hit the neckline. All right, yesterday we're considering it will try and support on top of the neckline and therefore move inside of an ending diagonal to fall back on that neckline. Neckline is really at that dashed red line, but it has hit a neckline. That's why we have a correction right now. That would be more of a technical correction than something that's fundamentally driven. All right, let's take a look at the 4 hours. We would want to first investigate the momentum plot. The actual earlier rise in the market all the way to 100 and I believe 29, almost 128, was a wave 3. And so we have it here labeled very strong momentum in wave 3. There has been a very strong correction in an ABC, like has already been shown on the daily. All this splatter momentum is really that strong correction. Now the market should be doing the wave 5. We have a trigger on the 4 hour chart. Okay, so we don't expect this to be an A and a B and a C unless there is something fundamental to impact it that way, and the fundamentals are really not there. So this is a trigger here on the 4 hour chart where I'm showing my pointer. It means that we really do have a trigger. We have an internal 1-2 here, and we have it labeled now. We have labeled the chart accordingly, and therefore this is really a breakout in a wave 1 and a 2 and a 3. It's a bull trend, that is. Okay, so if we segregate according to that internal momentum plot, we get that level 1 here. It is actually below 0 levels, and we get that level 2, that correction just slightly below 0 levels. This is a different cycle altogether. So your neckline is really here. The cyclic neckline, the first cyclic neckline, is really here at that level 1. As of that point on, we are in a wave 3. We have really a breakout here, again of an internal 1 and a 2. It shows here it is very mixed up with the candle works. But you can see we have a 1 and a 2 right after this. Market does, of course, a 3 and a 4. We know that this is wave 4 because of the indentation on the 1 hour chart. It's not showing here, but it's showing on the 1 hour chart. So let's confirm this is really a wave 3. The market has actually finished the 5. Right? And that is, of course, high degree 3. So that's what we're in. All right, now this is a wave 3. If this is really correct, you would expect a retraction at the neckline. There is a neckline here, we just said this, and it would give you a right shoulder related to that left shoulder. Yesterday we were here together, and I actually expected the move to continue in an extension all right, all the way to 115. So we were long earlier last week, I believe. If you're still holding that longs, we are going to get a bounce out of that level, 102 and 109. Sorry, 102 and 101.92, and we can still take profits at the neckline at 108. This is going to, of course, to be a degree 4 correction, so we will not be doing this ending diagonals probably that we're seeing, unless we're going to be doing a very extended version, and this is not really so far confirmed. So we're going to have an extensive prolonged wave for a and a B and a C. This is that 4 here showing in green. All right, we were looking that that 4 is going to be contained at higher levels, 105, and it's going to be contained at the neckline, but it has dipped below the neckline. It's doing a shoulder, and we must adjust therefore accordingly to this market situation. We will, if you were long as of last week, we are still going to be seeing 108 levels, $108 levels probably tomorrow in a wave 4B and 107.5. So we close out there. If you are already long at that level, 100 and I believe we're going to be long 105 at this point and 104, we will just want to have a stop below this intention here. We get to see that on the 1 hour chart, probably 98.70, or hedge below that, but we'll just have registered there below 38.2% of this wave from level 2 to level 3. At that point, we expect to attack that neckline again. We can, of course, take profits at 108 and 109. This is going to be wave 4A, then a 4B, then we get another 4C, maybe an extended form of a 4C, right? And then the market moves to the next neckline at 115. Again, the fundamentals for continuation, bullish continuation, are really there. So we'd want to make use of the opportunity. This is also a fundamental market, meaning we could just get a zigzag into 4A. We'll take a look at that when we go live on the market, and this is the end of the correction. All right, the current labels that are showing show that we have actually concluded wave 3 right here at that 3.5. There has been an A. This is a 3 here, 5. This 4 kicks down here now. There has been an A, B, C into an E. There was a B. There was a very protracted C. This is what we're going to be seeing on the market. It does that shoulder here shown in white, and the market moves higher.